Willie D Live.
So let me ask this question another way. Did you see any situation where Don Roby had to check somebody aggressively?
No.
Never saw that. Okay.
No.
But ladies and gentlemen, I just, in case you don't know, I want to remind you what a real G looks like. This guy right here, you see how he answered that? Well, there's certain things that you just don't, you don't talk about, That's G, baby. That's G, especially in a world today where, people are not just being transparent, but they do a lot of self-snitching.
Well, the thing of it is this. If I don't have time to concentrate on your mistakes unless it's in reference to, unless I'm involved and it's in reference to something that I'm involved in. And it's certain things that's cardinal sins, and it's certain things that's morally wrong. And you got to look at it, and you weigh your pros and cons. And you decide it's a price you have to pay to win or lose. And you have to look at it that way, and you have to remember that. But now, I always, during that era, you base it on ignorance, because now you understand me, people are more educated and avenues to different things are more, information is more freely now and accessible, And that's what makes the difference. But I never took no more than 25% of any deal that I ever made. But now, I know a lot of them in the industry, you understand me, come up with slave wages. But that didn't fascinate me, because I treated an individual, I didn't care what he was doing. That was his personal business. He didn't want to take any risks or chances. Only thing I tell him, don't jeopardize my situation. And that's all I was concerned about. And I've been in positions where I knew a lot of things, but if it's going to harm you or anybody, I keep it to myself. Because it's just, I don't know how you would classify it or how you would look at it, but I was more concerned about my business, my welfare, and how to make it more easier for me and my operation, what I was doing. And that took all of my time. And that's the way, things that
Yeah.
You don't have to discuss it. Knowledge, you understand me, and wisdom goes along with everyday life. But you don't have to discuss it.
Yeah.
And you don't have to see a lot of people, get fascinated by talking about somebody else. I get fascinated by getting up in the morning, looking in the mirror, and seeing if I'm intact. And when I get through with all of that, get through with me, then it's time, you understand me, to try to generate some revenue. And it's business from that point on. I walk out of my door, boom, I'm ready to roll. Just like I had the time mixed up this morning. I thought you was, I was thinking it was 9:30, it was 1:30, but I called you at 9:30. And I explained to you that, hey, my mistake.
How do you do it, man? I can't help but I can't help but recognize how well you look and how well you sound and the way you get around and everything. And most people that if they get to be 90 years old, if they live to be 90 years old, they're not, as you said, intact. How do you do it? Do you have a secret besides just saying, waking up every morning and saying thank you?
Well, you prepare for war in time of peace, right?
Hmm.
Most people make commitments to themselves and to others that they can't live up to. I don't. I gauge myself. I do the things that's beneficial to my body as well as my mind. And I take care of me. And how can I tell you that you're doing something wrong and I'm doing the same thing?